Alright guys, hello! Welcome back. You can see the new XP boost thing happening here. We're going to play some Orphea. I've really been hoping we'll get a game on Dragonshire because they updated the artwork for the Dragon Knight, but no such luck yet, which is a pity. We're going to play Orphea though. She is the newest hero and she is freaking amazing. This is her Q, so it's got a bit of a cast time to it, and then it does damage in a line. If you hit a hero, lowers the cooldown from 5 to 2 seconds, gives you back the mana, and lets you dash. So it gives you potentially huge mobility, though you are very vulnerable to CC. Her W also has a cast time. You can't really see it here, hang on. It's like a relatively small frontal AoE, bearing in mind that it has a cast time, so it can be difficult to land. And then her E, this does heavy damage, 10-second cooldown. Then her E is like a long-range skill shot that's light damage, but then at the end, as you can see, we can control it. It explodes for high damage. I'll show you my favorite build so far. That was a silly mistake. Oh well. Her trait we'll cover in a second here. Basically, your basic attacks do more damage. It's pretty dope, actually. I'm scared. This Mephisto is getting hella stacked. He's gonna get his first kill here. So I set that. Alright, gonna go soak bot lane. Her trait is Overflowing Chaos, so whenever you hit an enemy hero with an ability, a basic ability, excuse me, it gives you a stack. You can have up to 3. They don't decay or anything, they just kind of last forever, which is amazing. You can see her wave clear is also really good. Yeah, you can consume it. Each stack increases your next basic attack damage by 50%, and it doubles the damage it deals, which is pretty amazing. So yeah. I'm just gonna ping for help so my teammates know what I'm doing here. Hopefully they don't force things too aggressively. I'll kill this camp very slowly. It's gonna be a big burst of damage. So comboing my level 1 with it, which is 25% more damage against stunned things. I'll show you now in a second. That used a lot of mana, actually. So, level 1, I'm going for Ancestral Strength, so our basic abilities, don't know why it says non-heroic, but our basic abilities do more damage. Hello, Mephisto. Okay, you're not gonna get hit by this. Okay, I was really holding all my cooldowns there, expecting you to get hit, and you didn't. This makes me cry. You can see the dash there is pretty useful. We can kind of dash around, it's fun, it's cool. Don't know why I hit that. Ah, I'm scared. We're good. Okay. We're gonna get Dread. And I'll explain this combo. It's a nice little 1-2 combo with the talents. I think it's pretty nifty, actually. I'm just gonna dash away from that. Ooh. He's gonna take a lot of hits there. Oh no! Denied. Denied. What's he doing? I missed my thing. I don't know why he's going so aggressive here. Well, he's out of mana, this guy, so long as we dodge these things, we're fine. Good effort. Lamau. Oh no, that hit. That sucks. Not going to do too much damage, but it gives him some stacks. Definitely time to get out of here now. Going to get some mana back and come into these temples. We want to make sure we get at least one of them. So let's go for that. So yeah, the combo I've got here is Fright. So this makes our Dread, which means the outside skill shot plus the explosion apply a slow, and it stacks up to 50%, which is very strong. And then Ancestral Strength makes our abilities do 25% more damage against heroes that are slowed, and gives us more chaos. So this is potentially a ton more damage, potentially, if it works out. You can see the slow there, it's pretty nice, right? It's pretty noticeable. I don't know why I went this way, this is a mistake. We will get some healing though, so we're good. Try sidestep that and fail, whoops. Stick with him over here. Rip.
I cast a lot.
Let's sidestep that. I want nothing to do with it. Oh, good shot by him.
Just go away, don't come back.
Okay. We're almost level 7, which is nice when we get there. Lunara's gonna die as well. But Lucio luckily does secure the end of that objective. Let's not get hit by this.
Much better.
Okay. We're gonna go... This is a tough choice. We're gonna go with Insatiable this game. Yeah, for some fancy plays. So this, reduce the cooldown of our chomp from 10 seconds to 2 seconds if we hit a hero. So potentially crazy damage output from that. Let's see it in action here, and there we go. It's in action. I mean, we're probably gonna die. Not gonna die, hooray. We got a little bit close, but we didn't die. That's the main thing. A little bit scared of this Mephisto now. A little bit scared of this now with the chains. Okay, we're good. Pop that out. Okay, we're not that good. Okay, we're good. No heals here, though. Lucio should be able to top us up a bit, at least. Is this?
Thanks for the relief, healer.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I like this Dread, this Fright and Ancestral Strength. It actually gives us some pretty nice wave clear. Lunara's gonna mop up that camp in the bot lane, which is actually pretty nice. I'm gonna chomp on this, then I'm gonna throw this out, and I'm gonna Hearthstone it.
Let's get out of
Get my mana back, go into this next phase with mana full. Basically, you're gonna refocus a bit on this bot lane. They're probably gonna do this or this camp. We need to be ready for that. We're
need a
a
strategy.
little behind in XP, which is kind of a little bit tough. We'll see what happens. Enemy team almost definitely doing mercs. So yeah, getting into a nice spot around here is definitely a big priority. Blaze has set up the map well, which is good. There we go. There they are. Make sure Lunara doesn't die here. She should be fine because he's missed. Malthiel's missed his cooldowns. Beautiful. Chomp is gonna miss. But yeah, you can see like the mobility she actually does have. I was kind of, at the start I was like kind of going, wait, she doesn't really have much burst damage, but I think when you do get that full combo off, she really does. Definitely split away from him. Don't want to get hit by that. Thanks very much.
Guardian, come not let these.
Fire this in here. Your E is very strong for giving you stacks of your trait, which also adds up to that burst damage. Don't want nothing to do with that. What? That did not do what I wanted to do at all. He's almost dead. I'd almost dive more. I probably should have. Mistakes were made. Oh, regrets. Let's go for... Tough choice. Let's go for Eternal Feast. I feel like they don't have a ton of mobility, mostly. So, we can maybe make stuff happen with that. Okay, they are coming down. They don't have 10 yet, but their Mal'Ganis is about to arrive. Blaze is clearing this, but... Yeah, they're gonna force a fight with 10, and we need to be aware and ready just to fight into it. You can see that damage is kind of insane. I'm gonna miss that Q, unfortunately. We're gonna hit this chomp though, which is good. It's the main thing we're trying to hit here. Chomp this, this guy, she is so broken, bro. She is so broken. What is this hero? Good jukes by this guy. Oh, he's actually not popped his thing either. It's just a straight up juke, and he's dead. Lovely. You can see we're able to dance around them. Good rotation by Blaze there to punish too. I guess we could do this. Does Lunara have the thing? Okay, yeah, we could probably do it. Combustion. I'm proud of you, Gregor Stone. I am on board. We need Lunara to actually do the damage though. I am on board. I think Combustion could be pretty poggers. I want to drop this Eternal Feast here. I'll explain all the talents at the end. Eternal Feast, sorry. 1.5 second arm time. It's an area of damage. It will do big damage every 1 second, so long as it hits a hero. This is kind of gnarly now because we're kind of slow. Okay, Blade's going to take some hits, but he's still alive. Combustion's coming in. Oh no, it's not Combustion. That's the Frost thing. That's actually not good then. Gonna drop this in here. It's gonna do big damage. It's gonna come in aggressively as well. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Gonna chomp on him. I don't think it's gonna work though. We got the boss, which is nice, but we are in trouble. I'm gonna run away. I think I'm dead to this guy. I am definitely dead. Can't get a cast off because of the CC. That got pretty gnarly. Basically too slow, right? This is very important. A tip in your own games, right? Some of these early game bosses, especially, or on early game objectives as well, the timing is crucially important. So for example, taking that boss, the right choice What was the problem there? As you can see, the enemy team arrived when the boss was still fairly high in HP and the team fight turned into a disaster. Why was that? It's because instead of immediately switching over to the boss, we were very slow to get over. So like Lunara in particular, being the main source of siege damage for our team, needs to get on that boss an awful lot faster. Like she can just with basic attacks start killing it. Certainly me as I've got to hit heroes more so to do my damage. Also, I've been messing up some chomps and things like that. Could do better on those. I think coming in to fight here should be good. Gonna grab... Well, I grab Determination. Could be good. You know what? I'm gonna go kind of crazy here with this symbiosis thing. I think it's gonna be nice, potentially. Potentially nice. That will do. Chomp. Beautiful. Chomp. Beautiful. Chomp does so much damage. This Talonsari gives us full chaos whenever we hit Chomp, so we could potentially hit many Chomps and do many damage, and it's gonna be great. Now if he keeps going, like, let's see how much damage we can do here. Probably nothing because I just missed, but you get the idea. He's gonna run away. Coward! Face me! I am Orphea, daughter of the Raven Lord. Stop running. I feel like I'm playing a little bit. I still feel like there's a lot for me to do better on Orphea here, but I feel like, at least in this game, you know, we're starting to get to the point where I can commentate and still be not terrible. They actually have 2 people up top lane. That's pretty interesting. And he is just dead. Beautiful stuff. I need to hit this basic attack. I'm dead, for sure. Oh well. Worth it. Worth it. Our team actually got a kill up top lane as well. Super aggressive. I just talked about feeling like I played pretty decently on Orphea and then died. At least he killed him off Urian though. The burst damage, as you can see, can be totally insane actually. It's really impressive. Okay, over here. I think I might go for this. Basic attacks do spell damage and an AoE. Oh, beautiful. Stealing percentage health. I don't think they're tanky enough to make that work. This is really good, but it's kind of hard to use. Oh, I don't know. It's so good though. We're gonna try it. It's so good though. Mephisto got to 1 HP doing the temple. Not Mephisto's strength, to be fair. Not his strength at all. Alright, so we're coming down. This basically lets us use our number 1 key to reactivate our E for big damage. Might be nicer if it was like just the E reactivated it. It's kind of clunky to press number 1, but I mean, that's life, I guess. We're pushing in there. I dig it. We might even cut these guys off at the turn. At the pass. I'm tempted. Alright, I'm going in behind. I think I've timed this a little bit too. Oh, I thought he would run away. He did not. Okay, well. I mean, my heroic is still doing big take damage there. Mistimed that. Whoops. No. Balls it up, team. Balls it up. Run away. Missed a lot of skill shots there. That was a bad Orphea fight. I apologize to you all. That will be a kill though. Would love to get in, I just don't quite have the position to do so. Good healing though. If we smash down this wall, I can certainly get in. That was a bad fight. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. We'll definitely try to get you some gameplay where I'm not explaining all the hero stuff. We can focus more on the gameplay soon too. Oh, run away. I'm so scared of you. Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, I'm actually scared now. I want to try disperse them. I want to try fight. I want to try fight. But yeah, we'll get you some gameplay where we're not commentating soon. Or not commentating much. And yeah, just try to probably wait for live servers for that. Try to do as much as possible. As you can see, our trait does not expire. It keeps going, which is beautiful. Oh my god, that is just insane. That is just insane. We got her with the thing too. Boom. Chomped. And he's dead. Wonderful stuff. Chomped. Oh my god. Whew. Whew. That is what you call damage. Okay, let's ping the boss. This is where you go as 5 to the boss and you just take it. The death timer is still too low. But yeah, you can see that Lurking Terror does actually some pretty decent damage. See, this is part of the problem with her, is that with the Chomp resets, you will tear through your mana pretty fast. That's one downside of that talent. You'll burn all of that mana off chomping on dudes, which is, let's be honest, a very, very satisfying way to spend your mana, but does have some downsides as well. All right, gonna Hearthstone out for some mana. Nice work destroying the keep as it is. Good job by Monsieur Blaze. And now the enemy team's gonna have to deal with that on the core, so we can either take these objectives totally free, which probably gets us another keep, indeed it does, or we can go to finish the game, seeing as we have level 20. I am far away, but I'm gonna run all that way. I'd rather get to the fight. Don't really care about this. It will do damage, but it's not that big of a deal. They're not gonna get level 20 anytime soon. We're gonna grab Eldritch Conduit, and we'll talk about that when we get there. If we ever get to see it, our team might win the game before then. We'll see. Lunara doing big damage here, diving in the back line. I'm almost there, team. I'm almost there. You guys are doing great. And that will basically be it, though. Nothing for me to do. I cry. This is the UI, though, for this level 20. Take a look at it. We'll talk about it then after the game. We'll talk about all her talents. But yeah, that shows you some of the Orphea stuff. She is kind of insane. Yeah, she seems really, really, really good. We did 46% of teamfight damage. That, you know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Her wave clear isn't terrible either, as you can see. But, I mean, Chomp is really short range. But yeah, I mean, the damage output is pretty nice. Very vulnerable to CC. We got wrecked in a couple of the games. Like, you kind of want a frontline that supports you, and if their frontline shuts you down, you're in trouble. This was the build, and again, we'll cover all the talents now. Ancestral Strength, Fright, Insatiable, Eternal Feast, Abyssal Symbiosis, Lurking Terror, and Eldritch Conduit. This is basically a W build. So yeah, we didn't get to talk to this one. Game's daddy, oh god. So this one, each chaos consumed, which is her trait, increases your spell power by 5% up to 50%. At maximum bonus, it's further increased by an additional 50%, so kind of nice synergy with this, giving us 3 stacks, so 15% spell power after every single thing there. We will get some more games in a sec for you guys watching live, maybe play a couple more. But yeah, level 1, you've got On Point, so Shadow Waltz doing 50% more damage to enemies at the end. Growing Nightmare. Each hero hit by the Wave of Dread increases the damage of the eruption by 25%. And then my favorite so far, which is Ancestral Strength. So basic abilities do 25% more damage to stunned, rooted, silenced, or slowed enemies, and give 1 additional chaos when you hit heroes. Now, this does increase your wave clear and murking, which you saw. It doesn't affect bosses because they can't be CC'd. But mercs, yes. Minions, yes. And then obviously heroes. And the extra chaos is nice. It synergizes really well with Fright, which makes a Dread basically slow everything. So the skill shot slows, not just the explosion at the end. It's a small slow, but it procs this. So self-procking, always good. Level 4, you also have Backbiter. If Chomp hits a hero, you immediately dash a short distance backwards. Allegrissimo, hitting heroes at the end of Shadow Waltz sets its cooldown to 1 second. So these are both like hitting with the end of Shadow Waltz. In my opinion, seems a bit difficult. I'd want to play a bunch of games on the hero before going for something like that. Ancestral and Fright is pretty passive and just nice bonuses without thinking too much, so that's good. Level 7's very interesting. Insatiable. Hitting a hero with Chomp sets the cooldown of hitting a hero with Chomp sets the cooldown of 2 seconds. So from 10 seconds to 2. I guess maybe to like from 9 seconds to 2, seeing as it's got a cast time. Pretty big deal though, lets you spam that Chomp a lot. Ravenous Hunger. It's kind of like Asmodan stacking. Minions that die within 1.5 seconds of being hit by Chomp permanently increases damage by 3 and heal Orphea for 60. Heroes that die increase the damage by 60 and heal Orphea for 25% of her maximum health. The second part, unlikely to proc that often. Actually killing the hero with the Chomp spell. Bearing in mind you're only going to have one every 10 seconds with this, or perhaps with Lurking Terror, which gives you a free Chomp every 25 seconds. Maybe. I don't know. Will this get as much value as just having cooldown reduction? Not sure. It's burstier. We'll see. Mind Devourer is a quest as well. It's a pretty late in the game to get the quest, but it does stack infinitely. Mind Devourer, hitting heroes with Dread increases its damage by 5 up to 200. After hitting 40 heroes, hitting an enemy hero with Dread's Eruption sets its cooldown to 6 seconds and refunds 50 mana. Pretty big deal, gives you all the mana back. And yeah, that's like half cooldown basically. Again, it's got cast time and explosion time, so yeah, I think that's pretty dope actually. So I'm interested to try an E-build, but Insatiable feels real good. Both heroics are very good. You saw Eternal Feast there. Has a 1.5 second arming time, then it's just repeatable AoE damage in the area every second, so long as it hits a hero. As soon as it misses a hero, it's gone. Very short cooldown, 50 seconds. Crushing Jaws, same thing, 50 seconds. After 1.25 seconds, it's like a rectangle. It will pull heroes hit to the center of the rectangle, stun them, and do damage. Pretty powerful too. Obviously, you could set up some combos into that as well if you're confident, so that could be really nice as well. Eternal Feast is easier to use, so that's what I went for. Level 13 is pretty cool. Determination. After dashing with Shadow Walls, Orphea gains 50 spell armor, stacking up to 2 times. So I think these are like just individual consumed stacks, like block, for example. So you get like 2 stacks. Let's say Li Ming hits you with Shadow Orb. What's it called? Arcane or Shadow Orb. Arcane Orb. I'm in shadow mode with her. Arcane Orb. You'll take half damage. It consumes 1 stack. She hits you with like Disintegration. It tears through those 2 stacks in like a fraction of a second, right? You get it? So something like that. And also, while you have Determination active, she does 15% more physical damage, which synergizes with your trait, which is buffing your physical damage. So this seems very strong. I tried out Abyssal Symbiosis in this game. Hitting a hero with Chomp, instantly giving you maximum chaos. Seems pretty decent too. Kind of an anti-synergy though with Ancestral Strength, now I think about it. Determination seems to be the default. Invasive Miasma is pretty cool too. 10-second cooldown. Activate to do 150 damage to all nearby enemies after 2 seconds. For each hero hit, heal for 182 and gain 1 chaos. It's basically as much damage. It's the exact same amount of damage as your Q in an AoE around you on a short cooldown. Pretty intriguing as well. Level 16 then, Bond of Anguish. Shadow Walls does bonus damage to heroes equal to 3% maximum health. Heals Orphea for half of the damage dealt. I think it's half of the max health damage dealt, not just all of Shadow Walls' damage, I presume. But yeah, that's obviously very, very strong against teams with, let's say, 2 tanks. Or a tank and a bruiser, high health heroes, that sort of thing. Dead Magic, basic attacks that consume chaos, ignore armor, do bonus spell damage to all enemies around the target. Don't know how big the splash is, but I mean, that's pretty nice. I mean, against a Garrosh, for example, that could be good. I mean, this is also going to be good too. I guess it more so against, let's say, an Uther, like something that's going to apply armor regularly, I guess. Against squishy heroes, that could be really good. I don't know. Lurking Terror is what I went for there. Seems really good too. So you can you can activate this after your Dread, your E ability erupts, and for 2 seconds afterwards, and it'll cast Chomp from the eruption area. So potential really high burst damage from this. Really good for comboing people, blowing them up. Obviously the most difficult to use by far. These are very passive. But yeah, it could potentially be awesome. I don't feel like I made the best use out of it, but a little bit. But yeah, that could be good. But, you know, the high skill cap one probably means it's the best. We'll see. Level 20, Monster Within. Eternal Feast gives 1 chaos each time it hits a hero. While it's active, your attack speeds increase by 50%. So, situational. If you have, like, stuff to lock people down in that area, could be amazing. Otherwise, maybe not. If it's not gonna, like, it's just... you might miss the heroic, or the heroic might not last long. You're not going to get much out of it. This is kind of like you're going to hit a couple of heroes and you just want to spend that chaos. Could be really good. We'll see. Engulfing Oblivion. Crushing Jaws reduces the armor of heroes hit by 25 for 2 seconds, and Takedown set the cooldown of the heroic to 5 seconds. So that's obviously very powerful. You know, like pick composition type stuff. So awesome. Eldritch Conduit. This seems really good. This is what I went with. So each chaos consumed, increasing your spell power by 5% up to 50%. By itself an amazing buff. After reaching the 10 stacks, 50%, you get an additional 50% spell power, which is batshit crazy. So this seems to be the way to go. Just kind of madness. Actually, you know what? I think Determination plus Dead Magic, the spell damage on that would be boosted by this. That could be very powerful. It would double it. That could be amazing. And then you've got Final Toccata. 30-second cooldown. Activate to instantly reset the cooldown of Shadow Walls, and for 6 seconds, dashing with Shadow Walls resets its cooldown. Could also be good. I feel like Eldritch Conduit stands out to me as the best one here. So again, the build we went for in this game, I feel it's pretty solid, is Ancestral Strength into Fright. At least it's a good starter build. Here, probably anything. I went with Insatiable. Eternal Feast, Crushing Jaw is really good too. Tried Abyssal Symbiosis, it's good. I feel like Determination's probably the go-to though. Over here we went for Lurking Terror, it's good, harder to use. Either of these are good. This one if you're going to focus a bit more on some squishier heroes. This one if you're going to hit tanks more. And then I feel Eldritch Conduit's probably a good starting place. And that's what I recommend as a sort of starting build. Orphea, she's awesome, she's amazing. Huge thumbs up to Blizzard. You guys did awesome. She is great. Super happy to see her. I'd love to see more Nexus specific heroes as well if they're going to be anything like this. See you all soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.